when life feels unfair. Welcome to yet another episode of the Inner Guide Q&A program. It's been a long time since we've had a Q&A session. So today, we're going to answer one of your questions. Someone commented, asking, what should I do when life feels unfair? And what can I do when things aren't going my way? We'll discuss that today. First of all, let's remember the nature of our life. What is the true nature of life? Life is, to some extent, unfair. That is the reality. The problem arises when we expect everything in life to be perfect and fair. That's where the real issue lies. Buddha said that if you have too many expectations, the chances of experiencing stress and suffering are very high. So, remember, expectations lead to suffering. If you expect life to be fair, you will inevitably suffer. The true nature of life is that it is a bit unfair. So, how do we deal with unfair situations in life? I want to share 3 things with you to help you face such situations. These are simple steps, but practicing them can be challenging. However, with effort, you can achieve it. Number 1. First, you need to realize what the situation is. This is the first step. If you are going through a tough time, take a moment to analyze the situation and understand what the problem is. There are 2 types of situations we face in life. 1. Situations that are within our control, experiences we can change ourselves. 2. Situations that are outside our control, things we cannot change or influence much. You need to assess the situation and determine whether it is within your control or not. Once you realize this, you'll know how to proceed with addressing the situation. Number 2. If the situation is within your control, take action to change it. What situations are in our control? If you're facing a tough time due to your own actions or mistakes, then you have the power to change it. We are the owners of our mistakes, and only we can correct them. Others can advise you or show you the right path, but ultimately, only you can make things right. So, if it's your mistake, take responsibility and do something to change it. Number 3. When you face situations that are outside your control, how should you approach them? These are the situations where we often waste most of our time trying to change things that we simply cannot control. For example, criticism and other people's opinions are out of your control. There are many things like this in life that you cannot change. So the best approach is to accept them as they are and move forward. These are the 3 things you can do when life seems unfair. By understanding and practicing these steps, you can navigate life's challenges with a clearer and calmer mind. How people behave in front of you is entirely out of your control. Their actions are their choices, not yours. However, we often try to change these situations, and in doing so, we become sad and depressed because we find that we can't change them. So, if you cannot change the situation, what should you do? You need to change your perspective about the situation. The way you view the situation is completely within your control because your thoughts are under your control. So, if you cannot change the situation itself, change the way you see it. Your perspective is something you can control. Remember, when people act strangely in front of you, when people try to make you angry, when they criticize you, or when they offer unwanted opinions about you, just remind yourself that these things are out of your control. Don't waste your time or energy trying to change these situations. It's much better to change your perspective instead. How can you change your perspective? You can be kind to them. You can maintain a positive mindset within yourself. It's far better to maintain positivity every day. Listen to positive words and ideas regularly. The more you listen to positivity, the more it will influence your inner mindset. By doing this, you will be able to change your perspective about the situation. Always remember what Buddha said. One of the most profound teachings Buddha shared is that unexpected things often happen in life. Isn't that true? We never know what will happen next. Life is full of uncertainty. The things we expect often get disrupted, and things don't always go the way we plan. Buddha taught that life is full of surprises and that expectations often lead to disappointment. There's another quote from Buddha that I'd like to share. If you expect life to be fair, chances are that you will suffer. So, live with fewer expectations. When you're facing a difficult situation, first analyze it. Understand the situation, and if it's something you can change, take action. If it's something you can't change, shift your perspective instead. That's how you can navigate when life isn't going your way. Make your life peaceful by following the teachings. Take care and see you in the next video.